Hello and welcome. This is going to be a reading for Libra. That's strange. I was intending to do a reading for Leo, but nothing is a coincidence, so this is going to be a reading for Libra. Okay, so that happening right now is saying to me that, and I wrote about it this morning, I posted about it this morning, like I keep making plans and God and the universe is like, no, we're not doing that, you're not doing that, that's not going to work, and if I keep going, then it doesn't work. So there's a go with the flow energy, but not in the sense where you don't care or you're reckless or irresponsible. It's surrender. It's go with the flow in the sense of, I see it's gonna rain. I was planning to go sit outside or to work in the garden, but now I'm not going to. It's paying attention and then flowing with what is happening in the moment. Not, I don't care and I'm gonna let whatever happens happen. It's I am not going to try to control the external circumstances to suit what I'm trying to do. That's the energy. Before, I've already got a card popping out. Before we go ahead, I want to also say, and another card popping out, I keep losing my train of thought of the things that I wanted to speak about, and then something else comes through. So you can have Libra placements anywhere in your chart, or you might just stumble upon this reading and you are guided to it or feel like you should listen, or it just pops up and there might be a message for you. You don't have to have any Libra placements. What I'm also getting is the reason I'm using the archetype cards for the zodiac readings now is because I get the sense that whatever needs to happen, or we want to happen, what we want to manifest, what we want to fix, what we want to achieve, it all, we can't, if you want a new car, you can't just be going for test drives and checking your credit score and working on your budget and that type of thing. If you want to move, you can't just be looking for a new home and making sure you have enough finances and the things related to that specific thing. It's almost like everything is connected now, and sometimes the key to the thing that you're trying to manifest or align with, the key to getting to that is something else that could seem completely unrelated, but it's not. So if you're preparing for a marathon, and that's what you're aligning to, you might not need to go running every day or working physically on your body at this moment. You might need to look at something in your diet, that type of thing. Or something is happening in your life and you haven't been sleeping well, and then you need to address that thing so that you can sleep well, so that you can train. It's that type of energy. So we are being called to deal with whatever emotional, mental, and spiritual things is happening within us, and that is going to be the key to unlocking whatever needs to come for us or whatever we are desiring. So the first card we got was the Poet, and my camera is inverted, but the light attribute is expresses soul insights in symbolic language, and the shadow attribute is turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. So these archetypes are things that we may need to be aware of within ourselves that is subconscious. So for instance, when your boss walks into the room, you might be a certain way all the time, but when your boss is in the room, then how you speak, how you act, how you think, how you feel, something is different. Different good or different bad. So these archetypes help us to understand sometimes very complex human emotions and dynamics. So expresses soul insights in a symbolic language. So Libra, I feel like you have a way of speaking, because she has these two doves. It's like it almost comes out of her mouth. A way of expressing yourself, and that might be speaking, because Libra is an air sign, that gives people a lot of insight. And maybe it's something you don't realize about yourself, because we tend to get used to yourself and how you think and how you speak, and it might seem very normal to you, but somehow the people that you engage with see how insightful you are, and they enjoy speaking to you because of the way you express yourself. And it's not just intellectual knowledge or street smarts that you're expressing, or professional knowledge. It's really symbolic stuff. You know, you could be dealing with a work matter, but you're almost able to see to the soul of the matter, the person, and express what isn't seen on the surface in a way that will then diffuse or help the situation or the person, make the person feel seen and feel heard, is what I'm getting. It's like if something happens in the workplace and say a contract was lost or something happens that seems like a negative thing, and everybody is upset about it and looking at the problem, you're able to see and I'm getting a call, you're able to see my camera cut out. You're able to see symbolism. So we lost the contract because XYZ was correct, but A and B wasn't in place. Why wasn't A and B in place? There is some aspect of our business that we haven't looked at, and this is a good thing because now we can work on A and B so future projects can be better. You know, you have that type of mindset. And then we have the trickster. The light attribute is transcending. I'm hearing cars revving really loudly. Something's moving forward or something is shifting. The light attribute, transcending convention, stuffiness and predictable behavior. And the shadow attribute is manipulating others through duplicity. And we have a magician here who, you know, it's sort of like they create an illusion and they make you believe that it's real. So this may be something that you're dealing with. And I feel like what happens is whatever dynamics you engage, interact with, or get involved in, you can see the trickster behavior, but the way you handle it and the way you express yourself about it is poetic. It's beautiful. It's moving. It's transformational. It's uplifting. It's like music. We had the visionary at the bottom of the deck. Light attributes, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. The shadow attribute is selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. I'm getting that you have been placed in certain dynamics and places for this very reason, so that things can transform and change. So for instance, again, work. If your company, what the product that they're selling is not environmentally friendly, but it's being sort of hidden, that there's a negative aspect there, or it's been sugar coated or made to believe that that's not the case. You can see that, and you have groundbreaking new type of energy, thoughts, ideas as to how to change this in a way that most people might not be able to. Like, if you're in a company, what the board says goes, or what the boss says goes, or there's such a chain of command that you need to break through many levels to affect a great change. But somehow you are able to do that, and that can be in family matters as well. And I'm getting that you do this without even realizing it, and not because you think, oh, I want to make a change. It's just, or I want the company to run better because of some expectation that you have, or I want to change things for XYZ reasons. This is just who you are, and that's just what you do. And it's a really pure energy. You don't sell out, but you don't run away either, or succumb to the same old things, ways of doing things. There's this very light energy, like this easy way of doing this, where you bring new ideas, and you can see through the duplicity, and express things in such a beautiful way. I'm hearing people just like you. I think Libras are quite the social butterflies. What else is there? Okay, the Tower and the Magician, 2 major arcana. This is very significant. I need one more card. The World. 3 major arcana. I need to cover this lady up. You are having a great effect on the world. You're shaking things up, but not in a negative way. Like you go into a room and you make, there's no aggressiveness, there's no maliciousness. You create change in the world, and that can be your community, your workplace, your family, whatever, by manifesting your best life, by being your magical self. And your natural state is super magical, and you have so many aspects to you that it's easy for you. Like some people might be good communicators, and some people might be good with money, and some people might be intuitive or whatever. Like you are good at everything. Like you're pretty, you dress well, you're smart, you're connected to your emotions. Like you've got the whole thing going for you. Okay, I'm gonna get one more card. Cancer reading was so long, and not as easy as this. So that says something about your energy. Either that's generally you, or right now. It's like no matter the Tower, or things are falling apart around you, the house is on fire, It's like you already see what can be done, why the fire started, and you can speak to people, calm them down, make them feel better. It's just easy. The Nine of Wands, and when I see this card, I hear badass because in the traditional tarot, in other decks, the person looks like worn out and battle worn and exhausted and bruised, but she doesn't. She looks athletic and fit and strong, meaning sexy and beautiful, attractive. She's looking at these wands like, so what? Like all these things, there can be so many things coming at you and you're like, is this supposed to be difficult? I can handle those 8 wands with my one. And actually, I won't even have to fight this. I'll just make it work out the way I need it to work out. Like, it's not a thing. I don't even know what else to do because this is like, at the bottom of the deck we have the Ten of Pentacles. This reading is so short. Ten of Pentacles for me is like the legacy card and being financially stable, having it all, you know, the house, the car, the money, traveling, nice clothes. Like either this is what you're building or this is where you're at. And I'm feeling like this is where you're at. You've got the dogs, you've got the garden, you've got your family around you. You are secure. Wow. Do you even need this reading, Libra? Maybe you just needed to hear. That is a confirmation. I'm going to pull one more card from the Moonology deck because this reading has been so short. I didn't do that for Cancer. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. What I'm feeling is you might have a very busy life because work might be booming, finances, you've got a social life, you've got family. You might need to start a meditative practice or something that where you can be alone and shut down and connect to your soul. And then we have conclusions are within reach and you are good enough. Full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. What I'm getting here is like you have this Ten of Pentacles life because you put your all in all the time. And maybe all you need to know is that you don't always have to do so much. Not that it doesn't, this is the thing, it doesn't feel like it's a lot for you because it's easy for you because you're just that person. But for someone else that will be a lot, and maybe you just need to recognize that you can take some time out. Virgo is the Hermit. You can take some time out. You can not answer calls. You cannot go to that birthday party. You can just chill and relax and enjoy this Ten of Pentacles that you've created for yourself, because I've got a feeling it's not going anywhere. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, subscribe. It helps channels to grow. We all know this. And I hope you join me again in another reading.